Brothers and sisters, generals, family, current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I salute you and I honor thy ancestors, brother or sister, the righteous brother or sister, man that fought so very hard to get many of us in that great divine space, because it's a wonderful place to be. Once we have, fought through all the layers, as many of us, speak on. And salute to the righteous brothers and sisters out there in the world, online, and in our families, because it's a lot going on, and it's many things that we can discuss and talk about. There's many angles, many things, so much knowledge out there about relationships, our personal lives, and what we see, hear, and feel, what I always talk about. And that good old psyche, and just, we treat our psyche like traffic. We watch what goes in and what goes out. So if we have somewhat of a stable mind, brother or sister, younger or older, male or female, family, be thankful and keep on, stay with it. Of course, most of us that are wise, we know that we don't get to a space and think we're done. There's just level after level after level. There is no destination, so don't focus on it. Enjoy ourselves in the midst of all this crap swirling around us. And and welcome, anyone that listens, current subscriber, new subscriber, brother or sister, family, welcome to another edition of EBX discussion. And I just did a recent podcast where I was speaking on it had Eddie Murphy in the thumbnail and or banner, and it really bothered me, and it was more than just a podcast of me speaking or audio. It really bothered me how we yawn at creation things. We focus on the wrong things, but a lot of it isn't our fault. Those who do kind of go with the flock and all that, because the social media can be a very powerful thing, or media, and it can distract us from real things that we need to see that's really going on outside of this media and or social media. So, but when we are truly led by that great divine spirit, we'll see things within ourselves, our families, and in the world. Because as you always hear me say, folks, where does that spirit begin? In the teachings and the leading and learning and knowing. It always begins with oneself. What I always say, folks, we start with ourselves, our children, family, and work our way out. Whether that's giving knowledge or physical, like I volunteered yesterday. And, I hadn't, because I said I was going to volunteer. And I'll keep those posted on me volunteering. And I had so much fun. It's like the more we get involved in doing things to help our community, we begin to see things, like I said, we see what the teachers and the faculty, principal, what they go through. Because kids, we all know how children can be and how we were when we were children. But we're in a different age, a different era, so we begin to be a little more dynamic and get to the core of a child, young brother or young sister, and see what's really going on outside of their behavior. See why they're behaving a certain way. And this is what I do with my son, my 9-year-old, Ethan, and I had a wonderful time, and I eat lunch with him. And like I said, I'm the hall monitor. I get the stragglers in the hallway. They're supposed to have their butt in class, Of course, I speak to them and I don't just say, get back in class. I speak to them and get to know them and tell them my name and get their name. And I speak to them and communicate with them, and build a connection with our youth. It's wonderful. So volunteering, having a great divine spirit is what led one to volunteering. There's many others, and I was speaking to a lady yesterday, and she's like, why did I take this job? She was just saying it jokingly. I said, 'cause you care. I said, yeah, I get you're right. Yeah, it's 'cause a part of us care. Even though it can be challenging some days with children, but in the end, when we get the righteous results and we connect to our youth, that's what make it all worth it. So I just wanted to bring that up. Still volunteering. I still communicate with my son, Lord Lamont. Salute. He messaged me. He said yo or yay or something. My son be goofy like that sometimes. We both got a little goofy side to us. It looked like he tried to say yo, but he spelled yay. But he'll be getting with me, and we'll be back to a father and son discussion probably Friday. And I'll be getting with him this weekend, if not before. And everybody just enjoy your family on these holidays. And but let's get into it, though. I don't want to go too far, And I want to speak on the perks of being led by that great divine spirit. I want to say that again. I want to speak on some perks or just say perks of being led by that great divine spirit. And of course, I have some summaries I want to read. Like I said, I'm starting to get back into reading. And as I said in the past, look for the book sessions. And I'm on part 3, and I'm reading a book called The Contender. And I'll be doing that, just haven't got to it yet. Maybe my son and I can do that Friday. Maybe we can do a book session together. But like I said, it'd be just reading books. He'll read some books he got. And I got a few books I want to read, but I'm starting with that one called The Contender by Robert Lipsyte. I've mentioned this before, just trying to keep those posted because I like reading and I'm trying to get back into reading, and because like I said, it sharpens our mind, it sharpens our vocabulary, and just kind of put some words, just things in our conscience, in our spirit, that words we never come across. It's exploring our minds. It's wonderful. And getting back into it. And that way I can, like I said, I can read these books I got sitting around here collecting dust. So I thought it'd be a good idea if I do book sessions by myself or with my son, and of course, sometimes my 9-year-old and his siblings might listen to one's channel. So, and you never know who's listening, because as I told my son, Lord Lamont, salute. It's not how many views we get. It's not how many subscribers. It's who's subscribing and who's viewing and who's listening. That's what one should focus on. When we're led by that great divine spirit, none of that shit will matter. Pardon my French. Now, let's get to it, brothers and sisters. Just want to keep those posted on things to come on one's channel. And I am very appreciative, and I thank that great divine for brothers and sisters and my family, and brothers and sisters outside my family that has sparked that inspiration in one to do better within oneself and fix oneself and share to the world, because that's what it's all about. And we leave a righteous impact before we transition, because that's what's up. Brother or sister, young or older, family member, whether you're in a small space, big space, you got platform or not, start right where we are. That's my thing. All right, now I want to get into some summaries and some benefits and perks of being led by that great divine spirit. So we're going to have a meditative moment, and I want to read. I got to go deep. I like doing dialogue, but reading is good. I'm telling you, reading is fun to the mental. It's fun. We don't always have to be in this deep, dramatic, deep space all the time. We got to learn to enjoy ourselves. Be relentless with our joy and let nothing taint it. Now, I'm not saying be oblivious to things that's going on, in the world, because I see things beyond this social media that's going on. You don't want to say it, but it's kind of scary. But we can't let that seep into our system, and do what we got to do and be as prepared for person, place, or thing the best way we can. But if we're in a high vibration, if we're in that space of knowledge and seeing things, we won't miss nothing. We'll be ready the best way we can. Some things we focus on what we can control. It's nothing we can do about the things we can't control. But don't let ourselves be in a pity situation or debating or looking to do wrong and not paying attention, and all you care about is numbers and all that shit. You're gonna be lost, because this matrix will have your ass lost. Real talk. So it takes, like I said, those who awaken. Some get there sooner, some get there later, but you damn sure better get there, especially in these times. Do whatever we got to do. Have fun, enjoy ourselves, some entertainment, but stay focused, especially if we got children, family, significant other. Okay, let's go, my leaders and teachers with a student spirit. I want to get into the perks and the benefits of being led by that great divine spirit, and that's my boss. So I ask those who listen, who's your boss? What are you led by? Or what are we led by? Because in my mistakes and my human errors, all that, I put that divine in everything. I mean, everything. I'm telling you, I always say, in our down times, our up times, when things are going smooth, that's when we better cling to that divine force. And now I'm not playing, real talk. So we can be ready for what's to come. Because the most beautiful thing and the most powerful gift one can have is the art of anticipation. Because what I always say, folks, when you have the art of anticipation and you plan, and we're paying attention to person, place, or thing, we can what? We can almost see the future, and we can prevent things. And things like that is what? Beautiful. Beautiful. When we're experiencing it. So I want to get to this summary. All right. Ready for a meditative moment. Here we go. Being led by a great divine spirit, often referred to as the divine spirit, offers benefits such as increased wisdom and discernment, guidance, and in decision making, greater peace and joy, a sense of purpose, moral compass, empowerment to overcome challenges, deeper connection to that great divine, and the ability to live a more loving and compassionate life. Essentially, it provides us a path towards a more fulfilling and spiritually aligned life. Man, and I'm telling you, can breathe. Gotta do that sometimes. Breathe in, breathe out. Kind of like the song. It was a song called Breathe In, Breathe Out. And that's actually good for us because it settles us down, especially those of us that has jobs. I always say, take a moment in the middle of our job, whatever kind of job we have. If it's something that works on our emotions and maybe on our physical, we have to take moments and stretch, breathe, and calm ourselves down, because stress is what? Danger. So that's what we do all these things for, to fix oneself and to help others to become leaders and empower themselves. That's what it's about. All right, now I want to go on to some more points, but I'm not going to read them all. They're pretty long, so I'm just going to run through them real quick. All right, here we go. Guidance and direction. That's one point. Okay, another one. Inner peace and joy. These are the things that benefits when we are, I'm talking about so heartily led by that great divine, and we ain't wavered by a damn thing. And I mean that. We get to that point, especially up in age, or we have become wise or aware, because you can be aware at a young age, young brother, young sister. Enhance understanding, understanding, or overstanding. I kind of added that. I learned that from a great brother, understanding. But it says enhance understanding. All right, moral compass. Man, it's beautiful. Spiritual growth, empowerment, love and compassion, gifts and abilities. These are all the things God's just waiting on us, that great divine. Discernment is key, because that's what keep us focused. Alignment with, if you for my Christians out there, it say alignment with scripture, but remember, we go deep into ourselves, not just the Bible. A lot, like I say, excuse me, I'm fumbling a little excited. A lot of us have come through the Christian belief system, but remember, we're all part of that same righteous tree, just different branches. But get to know oneself. Don't be led by person, place, or thing. We're being led by what? That great divine spirit. So in a divine spirit is not books. It's not what someone says. It's something only we know. Remember, we cultivate things we love and our gifts. And it's between us and God. But it's the icing on the cake is when we have other brothers or sisters, younger or older, or family members riding along with us. That's great too. But everybody's an individual. Great divine made us all individuals for a reason, because the great divine loves variety and it knows who the real ones are. So only we know our relationship with that great divine. All right. And that leads me into the next point. Personal relationship with that great divine. And I'm going to read that one. A strong personal connection with that great divine is crucial for experiencing the benefits. The benefits of being led by that great divine. Read it again. A strong personal connection with that great divine is crucial. Emphasis on crucial for experiencing the benefits of being led by that great divine spirit. So that means that we have to talk to that divine, walk with that divine, be with that divine. And even in our times when we feel ashamed, we speak to that divine then too. That's when we grow. That's when we develop that empowerment. That's why I said we got to put it in everything, and we become stronger the more we connect to that divine force within. And remember, there's only one way. when I say one way, I mean, I know we come up through different belief systems and things like that, but there's only one great divine. There's only one Mother Nature. There's only one universe. It's not all these other avenues. People, just my opinion. Now, I'm not talking about brothers and sisters that are connected to that great divine spirit. Not talking about y'all. I'm talking about others that don't want to deal with themselves. And they try to do everything they can to go outside of that great divine. But what always happens, folks? What always happens? I'm gonna give an example, like somebody doing something toxic all their life, like some of these celebs we see in the media. What always end up happening? We always end up coming back to that great divine, don't we? I don't care how much we do, how far we stray, how much we think we doing it ourselves, and there is no such thing and all that. Blah, 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 skirt. We always end up coming back to God. I say great divine, the real God now. We always end up coming back, don't we? So we might as well stay with it and suffer righteously, as I heard from a great brother, through these times, and we'll see in the end that it's all worth it to be led by that great divine spirit. It's wonderful, going through the fires and, enduring in some areas. But I always like to say, great divine didn't give us life to be endured. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be lived, but it give us that strength of endurance, because it's wonderful, because we need that strength, so that's why I got this on my banner. I just love the beauty of nature and the sun. I love sunrises, sunrises and sunsets. I love it. Again, there's a time when I didn't even pay attention to nature, but the more we connect, brothers and sisters, family, younger or older, the more we connect to that divine spirit, all kind of things will come into our psyche righteously. Man, we'll start exploring things we never even thought about exploring, because only that great divine, great divine knows the whole universe is infinity. It will live forever, like Mother Nature in the universe. That force will be long gone, generations to come. That's why I say that great divine lives forever. It's endless, so that's why I'm saying that power, being led by it, is endless. We never run out of gifts. It's something we learn new about ourselves every day. But let's be in that righteous space. Get away from that weak shit. Real talk, because it hinders us, and we don't need unnecessary things in our psyche, so we can keep our seeing, hearing, and feeling sharp, in our mind, body, and soul, because that's what that great divine force connects to, and those were some of the perks and benefits of being led by that great divine spirit. So I ask thee, or I ask thy, one is led, that great divine is one's boss. So who's your boss? What are you led by? Those who are listening, anyone, what do we think about the most in our subconscious? Because I always, I said this in the past, but what we harbor and what we think about the most, that's what will come up. We can try to suppress it and do all these antics and all this bullshit, but especially if it's toxic and evil. I mean, come on now. We're seeing examples of that in the media. I remember I said this a long time ago, and I remember actually a Caucasian guy that had this platform, and he was fucking relentless. I mean, this white guy, and this probably about 15, 20 years ago. I spoke on this before. He had a YouTube channel, and this white dude was fucking relentless. I mean, he hated the government with a passion. I mean, he was so hard on the government. I can't even find his channel no more. I spoke on this before, and he spoke on his theories of fallen angels. And that's how I look at celebs. It's like fallen angels, and it's like they stay, these fallen angels. And how we heard the story in the Bible of the devil fell from heaven and he took angels, and some angels followed him. Those were the fallen angels. And with this guy's theory and my theory, it almost makes sense. It's so eerie. It makes sense. And I mean, we're talking decades, of course, I don't know how to explain it, but kind of example, because I don't, we got to watch that Bible, certain parts of, you got to pick them truths out of there. But this is just kind of a biblical scenario. Now let's say, the devil fell from heaven and the angels followed him. They say evil is in high places. So What I'm saying is, as the fallen angels fell into those who became celebrities, because think about it. Well, I'll say some, maybe not all. Some of your most wealthiest, whether male or female, in celebs or in that kind of status, it's like the majority of them are fucking evil. I mean, think about it. Connect the dots, That's what you do when you become aware and you're led by that great divine spirit. We begin to connect dots it's so unreal. It's almost like you don't even want to believe it. And I don't even believe in the word belief. I've learned that from great teachers, that word belief. Because just look and think of the things that people believe in. As I heard a great brother say, we have to know, because that's what's on the walls in Kemet. Know thyself. Always gonna come back to that. But it was a time I didn't know that. I learned that and studied it and really got to know the meaning of it, and not just saying it and trying to sound smooth or intelligent. No, that's a way of life, my brother, my sister, real talk. So I was thinking of this theory, and it's kind of weird, and it's like throughout the decades, but I think that time has come to an end. I think the great divine, Mother Nature, and universe has had enough. We got a lot of divine generals out there. We're no longer soldiers. I used to say soldiers. No, we are generals now. We are generals. We didn't upgrade it in our mind, body, and soul. So we got some generals out there, and that's in our families, brothers and sisters in the world, and online. I'm talking about the ones that ain't taking no shit and see the bullshit in this so-called matrix. And you'll see these things, everything I just said. We work through these type of things, and we see these things I said and other people say when we're what? Led by that great, great divine spirit through any means, by any means necessary. Never waver, brothers and sisters. I mean it, never let nothing make you think it's okay when it's not. That justification shit will get you in trouble. If it's something toxic and you say, well, I'll just do it a little. No, skirt. Don't even let a little bit of it seep in. Real talk. I've learned that, because small toxic things can develop and escalate into big toxic things. Again, look at this shit in the media. Look at these celebs. Like I said, fallen angels. You know what I'm saying? From that devil. Devil don't give a fuck about you. It's crazy how people just can't see that, especially in these times. As I told my son, Lord Lamont, salute in the father and son discussion, If we don't know now, we'll never know. So those that want to keep on running in that rat race and keep being sneaky and evil and debating and beefing and all that dumb shit that's unnecessary, that keep us from being led by that great divine spirit, I feel sorry for you. That great divine is going to deal with you, But I am with those who are enlightened and sharing their lives to the world, brother or sister, whether you got a platform or not, and just living your life, trying to be right. I commend you and I salute you, because, it can be challenging, but especially in these times, it can be, man, you really have to stay on point in these times, especially with this media and all this shit coming at us, so that was in my spirit, for my current subscribers, new subscriber, anybody that view the benefits and the perks of being led by that great, great divine spirit. And I do want to read some of these points, the points that I went through. I want to read some of the little summaries that was under. I kind of think it's important. Okay, the first one is guidance and direction. The divine spirit acts as a guiding force, helping navigate life's life's complexities and make choices aligned with higher values or higher self. Man, so important. Inner peace and joy. Following the divine spirit can bring a sense of tranquility and contentment, even amidst difficult situations. That's why I said, when you're truly connected to it, nothing can fuck with us. And I mean that. Okay, we're going to go into the third point. Enhanced understanding, overstanding, or understanding. Remember, it was a time I didn't know that word, understand. I learned that from a great brother. All right. The spirit can provide deeper insights and understanding of situations, allowing for better decision making, which can be pivotal in our lives. Because, I always like to use the example. One small thing can fuck up our whole life if we're not paying attention. All right. Moral compass. A divine presence can strengthen one's ethical compass guiding them towards righteous actions, like me volunteering at one school. Just our presence alone, our volunteers, our teachers, our principals, faculty, any school, just our righteous presence alone is enough to impact a child or the faculty, because I actually had a principal tell me that yesterday. And I told him I wish I could be there more. And, I only come one day a week. He said, that's all right. He said, you're still an impact. And that's wonderful. See, we carry that, man. And he was tired, man. He was. I could see it in his face. And I talked to him, because I knew he was tired. And we vibed. And, man, and I know so we don't know each other. It'd be a little weird. But when we finally do connect, it's wonderful. So I salute that principle for that. And all right, spiritual growth. Being led by that great divine spirit facilitates a deeper connection to that great divine, leading a personal spiritual development, like that principal and I had that talk. And other teachers too. I speak to other teachers too, and other faculty members and volunteers, because there's a lot of volunteers there. All right, empowerment. The spirit can provide strength and courage to face challenges and overcome obstacles. Like I was just saying, we got to be stronger. Fuck that weak shit. I was meditating on this in the morning. Fuck weak shit. It's time to be strong. It's trying to be the generals that we have been and that we are. And that's brother or sister, younger or older, or family member. I put that strength out there. I call down that great protection from our great divine for ourselves, from ourselves, that we never become our own worst enemy. We never become our own worst enemy ever, and be a fucking general. And I mean it. I want us to be generals for my children, my family, those I have met in the world or online. Like my son Lord Lamont say, I'm dead ass. Real talk. It's time to stop fucking playing. We can be so fucking powerful. The more powerful we are, the more we'll see things that we need to see. All right, now I'm moving over to love and compassion. Following that great divine spirit can cultivate greater love and compassion toward oneself and others, even if they're far or near. Real talk. Because I always say I share love, show love, and give the love. Like I said, I might be kind of keep to myself sometimes, might not see me a lot or hear me a lot. But I tell you one thing I don't have in me is hate, envy, or none of that shit. I don't care what nobody think or say. The great divine knows one spirit better than anybody else. So we know who we are. So that we don't have to split no hairs. So if you have that great divine spirit, just know that you have that, and that's the only being that we have to prove something to is that great divine. Well, three beings, Mother Nature and that universe, and just keep doing right, and that great divine will acknowledge our value and will show it to others. But let's do it through that great divine, not through our human emotions. Not our human emotions, not through our human body. As I say, never ever listen to the human flesh, because the human flesh is not what? Shit. All right, let's go on to the next one. Gifts and abilities. Some believe that being led by that great divine spirit, or some know actually, can unlock spiritual gifts, righteous spiritual gifts like prophecy, healing, and teaching. That's what we got out here. A lot of reachers and teachers. And go back to what I said, a little while ago. When we have the art of anticipation, we can almost see the future. Real talk. And that's that we need that anticipation, being able to see the future. Ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. If you're able to have that, you can breeze through life. You will miss so much shit and drama and see the things we need to see. Because again, there's a lot of things going on in this world that, evil entities are trying to distract us from. But if you're not in the matrix and you're on the outside of it, we'll see it all. All right. Alignment. This is for the Christian walk. Like I said, alignment with scripture. Actions guided by the great divine spirit should be consistent with the teachings of scriptures. Now, again, as I said, we're all part of the same righteous tree, just different branches. But as I said a little while ago, go deeper. My Christian community, my Christian family, go deeper. Know oneself. Don't just learn straight from the book or a preacher. Get to know oneself, So that's what I had to say about that, because I come up through, I'm not a Christian, but I come up through it too. So I understand, but I don't beat up on it. because that's where it began. But we just have to find our own divine spirit and not be led by everything on the outside. All right. Personal relationship with that great divine. A strong personal connection with God. I read this already. It's crucial. I read that one already, so I ain't going to go any further with that. Yeah, it's crucial. That connection. That's what keep us from drama. We'll see things we need to see in our children, ourselves, and others, And it helps us to see the real like-minded generals out there, whether in our families, in the world, or online. So that was something that was in my spirit. Again, I like reading, and I'm just doing what that great divine has put in one spirit and has put in so many others. And, so thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. Again, look for more book sessions and the book Contender. And the last one was part 3. And matter of fact, I'll put both of those in the end screen. Well, I'll put one of them. I'll put one of them in the end screen, and I'll put a father and son discussion in the end screen with my son, Lord Lamont. And look on my channel also. I also have volunteering podcasts where I speak on the kids in school and stuff like that. So I got that. I got a lot of elements to this channel. I got comedy I do. I got my EBX radio shows. I do my music. My son, Lord Lamont. I got music for my cousin, L'Oreal Lyrical. May she rest in peace. Like I say, you hear all these things, and many of us got a lot of great gifts. We really do. That's what that great divine does. It just showers us with so many gifts. We just got to use them in the right way. I'm telling you, and flourish with them. A great divine has blessed and blessed one with many elements to this channel, because it's, we have many different viewers and many different people. So, I try to do different things to kind of touch the heart of all different kinds of listeners. I always think about the different listeners, so, but, I just want those, I called and I placed that goal over our families, may all of our families prosper and everything we touch turn to gold. And, so those are some of the things I wanted to speak on. And again, know the perks and the benefits, of being led by that great divine spirit. I'm telling you, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Real talk. So may we all keep that ultimate peace, man, in your part of the world or our part of the world, wherever we are, man, brothers and sisters, generals in the world, online, just brothers and sisters and family in general. May we please keep that ultimate peace wherever we are or you are in your part of the world right now. Salute.